Hi, and welcome to Toni Time. Today for our guests. Now, how many of you have been to Hills Beach? There's a wonderful restaurant there, Buffleheads. Buffleheads has an amazing chef and owner. He's just, for his age, what he's accomplished has been amazing. And his event coordinator, excuse me, is Alex, and she has just come on to the team. And they're just, it's all working together. The energy within this place is positive, and it's amazing, and not to mention the food. Josh, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Alex, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here.
Happy to be here.
So listen, let's tell everybody about what the new things are going on at your restaurant.
Yeah, it's been a wild year, actually. Lots changed since last year. I'm definitely really excited with how things are going. Mm-hmm. But, blessing in disguise, pretty much. I actually broke my leg in January.
Oh my God.
Yep. Got through that. Finally decided to go to the doctor, stubborn as I am, and had surgery in April. So obviously I was off my feet for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Alex's mother, who's been a dear friend of mine for a long time, Chris Hennedy, decided to come on board and help me out. And it was all kind of stars aligned. It was the right opportunity for her and the right time for me.
Wow.
And so she jumped on board because I couldn't be there for a couple weeks. And so, having her to stand behind me and help me out and be there to make the changes I wanted to make, we just started making changes. And so we revisited the menu, pretty much redid the whole thing, left the staples, but changed a lot, and started there. And it's gone really, really well. The new menu took off great. I hired another chef from Sugarloaf, who's a really good buddy of mine, Alex Larochelle. And having his technique and abilities, as well as everything that Chris knows how to do, really kicked off our summer perfectly. And then recently Alex joined us, and we've done our first weddings. One on premise, one off premise, which both went extremely well.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much as excited as I could be for how things have gone this year. Last year was hard, but we made it, and this year was long, but it was awesome. And so, we're still rolling right now. It's pretty exciting as well. I don't know when it's going to slow down, but I don't care.
Well,
if it
you don't care.
We don't want it to slow down.
No, because you get a different crowd of people throughout the year.
Absolutely.
From fall to winter and on. So now you joined in, Alex.
Yes. So I just recently, actually, I think yesterday was my 1 month at Buffleheads. So yeah, it was a really, really great spot and team to come into. I have 5 years of event planning and wedding experience. And so to be back in the Biddeford community and to be building that side of the Buffleheads business with Josh and the team is really exciting. We are able to do, like Josh was saying, on-site events, everything from corporate events to smaller weddings, rehearsal dinners, wedding brunches, cocktail parties. We're a great location for that. We have
the view is amazing.
The view is incredible. We're right across from the beach. We also have a fantastic backyard where actually Josh also has his gardens that we use for the restaurant. But it's great views overlooking the marsh. You get an incredible sunset. So it's a great package. You have location, you have food, and you have a great staff to work with. So it's a fantastic venue. And we also are doing off-site caterings, which is really exciting for us. It's going to bring us more into the Biddeford community. And we also think it's a great way to build the economy of Biddeford.
Oh, yeah.
As you know,
as I know,
the wedding industry has a huge market. And so that is something we're really looking to tap into and to bring down to this area.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And the location and the feeling is so beautiful.
Thank you.
It really is. So with all of, now it's a whole team.
It is, yeah. Last year I felt like I was practically flying solo, It was me and Mom.
Yeah.
But we crushed it. We made it through the year.
Oh, Mom was a toughie.
She certainly is. She's a saint, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, there wasn't as much room for growth without having the right people behind you, essentially.
Yeah, it's very true.
As
in
Alex said,
business.
we're really just trying to tie into the community as much as possible. Biddeford's an up-and-coming city, it's still. And so we just want to be a part of everything that has to go on. And so far, so good.
And this is the way to start.
I think so, absolutely, yeah.
And we're both, you know, everyone on the team is for the most part, a Biddeford and Saco local,
Yeah.
with some UNE students thrown in there.
I noticed that,
So we
yeah.
really get a great feel for the community and what they're looking for. And it's also fun to create menus to reflect that. So
Oh, sure.
Josh and Alex and my mother have done an incredible job of New England favorites with a really nice twist to it. So it's been fun to incorporate all of that into our, you know, event side as well. So we have a wonderful catering menu, and it's a lot of fun to build from the ground up.
Well, see, this is important for the audience to hear because, I mean, everybody throughout the summer, they're running here and there. Now,
Right.
are you going to be open all year?
We're not going to stay open all year. I tried to do that last year. And,
Yeah, what happened?
It was all right,
Yeah.
but, you know, mediocre at best. And
Okay.
so rather than stick with that, we're going to try and book as many events as possible. We're probably going to close down around November 1st.
Okay.
And we're going to try and do a nice Thanksgiving bash, because Thanksgiving went really well for us last year.
Oh, good.
And we'll probably try and tap into New Year's as best as we can as well. And then whatever we can get in between. You know, whatever comes our way, that's where Alex will come into play. And hopefully she can start reaching out and getting people, you know, from local businesses, anything that they need, essentially. We'd
That's the way to
love
do
to
it.
be there for them.
Right, we are a perfect location
Yeah.
for Christmas parties, corporate meetings,
Oh, yeah.
customer appreciations, client appreciations. We have a beautiful dining room with those windows overlooking. I mean, in the summer and the winter, it's gorgeous. And what's great is that even if let's say the restaurant is closed, if we're contacted to open up for an event, that is
Yeah.
something we are more than willing to do. So that is something that we're really looking to try and do in the off season, is become a space for local businesses to be able to hold these types of functions.
I think it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I find in the area it is hard to find a place that can do anywhere from 25 to 60 people
Yeah.
without either having to do a full buyout or having a space that's either too big or too small. So we're kind of right within that sweet spot. We're also available to do pharmaceutical events as well. So it's a really nice, intimate, private dining room to have those types of functions.
Absolutely. And what are you doing to reach out to the community to let them know the businesses?
So actually, in my previous experience, I was a member of a networking group called BNI Rising Tide. Hello. I don't know if I looked at the right camera, but they are a fantastic group of people that are within the local business community, and they meet every Wednesday at Run of the Mill at 8:15 in the morning, and all are welcome to come and network. And it's a very tangible, it's a direct way to
Yeah.
reach out to individuals. So, you know, I've spoken with all of them. Like, for example, I have people in that group that do client appreciation very often.
Right.
And so that is who we're reaching out to.
Oh, that's a wonderful group.
It
Yeah.
is. It really is fantastic. And we are also members of the Heart of Biddeford, the Biddeford Saco Chamber of Commerce, and we're looking to get involved with the Biddeford Saco Rotary.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Those are all key players.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody has the same thought in mind, you know, to keep it in the community. Buffleheads right in the middle of it all.
Absolutely.
I mean, how old are you
29 as of right now.
as of right now?
Yep.
Do you realize how much you've accomplished? For 29?
Yeah, no, maybe. I don't know the answer.
You're an entrepreneur at 29.
Yeah, from day to day, it feels like work.
It is.
You know, and I guess that's what I'm good at. I like to work. So I don't know when I'll feel accomplished, if ever.
Hopefully not for a long time.
Yeah, if ever. So it's, you know, things are going well, and that's exciting. But
At your age, you cannot be satisfied. That's how you grow.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Long way to go.
Yeah.
For sure.
And there will be a point on down the road where you're going to say, hey, I did it.
Yeah, hopefully. You know, even if everything works out perfectly, the restaurant does what it's supposed to do, and in the long run, you know, the goal is obviously not to be there for the rest of your life, especially running around 7 days a week, beating yourself up. That's only going to last so long, which is why I'm glad I'm 29 now. And so, you know, there'll be that point when I'm sure it'll be time to do something else eventually.
Yeah, you'll
And
know
so,
then.
yeah, I definitely have plans. They're pretty big, and we'll see if I can reach those. But if I can do that, I'll be pretty excited.
You know, you always have to have a plan, a goal. And yeah, it's tough being a business owner, but you know, it's so worth it.
Absolutely.
It's so worth it.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I tell people all the time, you know, you are amazing because of what you've accomplished. And, you know, I don't know you like your mother, Alex, or that, but what I see, and I'm a good people person, and I can read people very quickly, you're amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, it's true. And I'm saying it in front of everybody.
As you should.
As I should.
Absolutely.
I know. So now, what made you create a garden in the back? I mean, I think that's wonderful, but
The previous owners have had gardens out back for a while.
yeah.
And I got really big into just growing plants, vegetables, everything that they had out back there, because I spent a lot of time with the previous owners, and we had a lot of conversations about gardening. They're both really big into it, and it just kind of grew on me as well. And so throughout the years, almost every year, we expand the gardens just a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit at a time, so we can add a few more things in there. And every year we learn, you know, something new, what to do, what not to do, and how many vegetables we can grow, what grows well where, and what we can utilize within the restaurant. And so it's just exciting, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Once you start, you kind of can't stop. And Ray, the previous owner, still comes over, maintains
he
the
really?
gardens. Yeah, he's an
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
avid gardener, and he's really good at it, and he's really precise. So I don't have as much time as I'd like just to do that.
Yeah.
But I help him, he helps me, and we just kind of get it done and throw ideas off each other until we grow the best of what we possibly can grow with what we have.
Oh, I had the garden salad last night.
Yeah.
It's very good, very tasty. I mean,
Thank you.
you can tell it's fresh.
Right.
I mean, there's a big difference in that.
Yeah, everything, I mean, everything we have on the menu, we try and keep as fresh as possible, always.
Yeah.
I mean, seafood, proteins, it doesn't matter what it is, it's coming in fresh, and we're utilizing it and taking care of it right then and there. And this year has been great. As far as the restaurant goes, the probably minimal amount of waste I've been in any restaurant ever. And having the gardens really just helps. It makes every dish a little bit more fantastic, in my opinion.
It does.
I feel like sometimes it can be underappreciated, but for the people who know, who really do appreciate it, I think it goes a long way to be able to taste literally the freshest food you can get.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, it's also when, from the front of the house perspective,
Yeah.
it is so nice to be able to walk up to a table and tell them our specials and say, and tonight, you know, our fingerling potatoes, our kale, and our watermelon radish are all coming straight from the garden. And people really do, as soon as you say that, they click in and their ears perk up. Because like you said, they know that before the shift, literally 2 hours before they sit down, Josh is in the garden digging those potatoes or grabbing the green beans or whatever he's doing. And it's on our menu.
Yeah.
So it's really, really a cool concept. Yeah.
Not a lot of places do that.
Yeah, not
Very
a lot
few.
of places can do that.
Yeah.
And that's what's so nice about our little plot in Hills Beach,
Yeah.
is that it feels homey, it feels warm, it feels welcoming, but it's also professional, and the food quality is top notch.
Oh, it's amazing.
I have, you know, coming into this as the new kid,
Yeah.
you know, and I've been in the restaurant industry since the age of 13, so I know food quality, and when I walked in and saw what Josh and Alex have been putting out, I was blown away. So I'm very happy to be working here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It makes me really happy. Yeah.
Wow. So let's talk about your mom for a minute. She has been at your side from the start.
Absolutely.
Alex is just a sweetheart. Jane.
Sorry.
Jane. Yeah, I meant Jane. Jane, I'm sorry. Really, really. Just smack me the next time you see me. So she's been at your side at the very start.
Yeah. She's definitely supported me through every obstacle in life that I've come up to.
Yeah.
And there's been more than a few. I was definitely a rowdy little teenager, and the fact that she's still here supporting me now, I got to give her a lot of credit for that.
Whoa, yeah.
So a lot's changed for me in 10 years, and I think 10 years ago, if you would have asked her, you know, do you think you're going to be doing this with your son in 10 years from now, she would have rolled her eyes and walked away from you.
Yeah.
And so now to still have her support, to be able to support her as much as I possibly can, it's amazing, honestly. And just to starting out to have that initial trust in somebody that you know is always going to be there. Like it doesn't really matter what happens, she'll be there. So
She will.
Yeah.
She loves you. She's proud of you. She's told me that.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, I'm proud of him, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, she is your worst critic
Absolutely.
and your biggest fan.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's, I mean, to have a son and mother relationship as close as yours, and it's not only the parent part, but it's the friendship part you and her created.
Yeah.
It's just.
It took us a long time, I feel, to get to where we're at. And
But neither
it's
one
really
of
nice.
you gave up.
No. Yeah, no, that's
Neither
the
one of
stubbornness.
you, yeah.
That's the stubbornness in the both of us, for sure.
They are the same stubborn.
Jane, are you stubborn?
Yep, she can't deny it, and neither can I, so now I know where it comes from.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's all in good fun in the long
Of
run.
course it is.
You know, we both mean well, and that's, I guess, a lot of where I got what I got. And it definitely shows when we work together, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and now because, you know, Chris and Alex are in the picture, your mom can get a little bit of a break.
Absolutely.
Because she has worked hard just as she
Support.
has.
deserves
She can
it.
get support, and that's
Yeah.
what is so important. Is that, you know, what I love about Buffleheads is it's as family run as it can get. We have Josh and Jane, and you know it's Josh's business, and then my mother and I came in, and it's really to support that and to help create his vision.
Yeah.
But Jane has been doing that since day one, so that's why I think it's just so. I mean, it's incredible how hard she works. So
I know.
the key is just to give her some support, some breathing room, and so we can all enjoy it and have fun, because that's what
Exactly.
it's all about.
Because you and your mom, I mean, are just, you're professionals at this.
Yeah,
and I've
we like
noticed,
to think we are.
I noticed with your mom, you know, and even though we live across the street from each other, we never see each other.
Right.
She's going, I'm coming, you know.
Right. Trains in the night.
Yeah, and it might be a quick wave or something like that. But I've seen you guys since I've lived in Biddeford Pool.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys are involved in something, it's passion.
Yeah.
Both of you go in with passion.
That's why this is so much fun, because we're joining a team that has that passion.
Yeah.
And so it's like puzzle pieces. It's all fitting together. And that's what's really fun about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know you and your mom work from your heart
Yes.
and you move forward. I mean, it's just, if you could see what I see with all of them, it's just amazing. That's why you have to go to Buffleheads. Josh will come out and say hi to you at the table.
We'll
You've
make
been
him.
doing that.
I do my best. you
And
know?
people just eat that up.
Yeah, well, it's important also to know where your food comes from, and when you do see a 29-year-old chef come out, you know, with everything that he's accomplished, I think people do take a step back and say, "Wow,
Wow.
this is pretty incredible."
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
It really is.
yeah, it's fun.
You know, and I mean, I know it's kind of embarrassing to hear how wonderful you are.
Yeah, I mean a little, you know. I tend to stay modest. That's my goal.
Okay, okay.
But it's all right, you know. Once a year, I guess I could take a little.
A little bit. No, I mean, I mean, we definitely mean it because it's a great accomplishment. I mean, the restaurant business is not easy.
Exactly.
It's hard work. It's 24/7 on the most half. You grab your time to sleep. You know, when you're a business owner, you give up a lot of your personal life. But if you have the passion, you don't mind doing that.
Right.
You know, and seeing all the people that you make happy and more of the events coming in, you know, you're helping and creating a lot of memories.
Right, exactly. And that's what's so fun about the wedding industry is that it's not just party planning. You know, it is much more than that because it's such an important day.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think Buffleheads is a fantastic location for that because we do have the passion and the love for this kind of work and the professionalism and the attention to detail. So you get a little bit of, it doesn't feel like work,
Right.
you know, and weddings are stressful to plan and we do everything we can to minimize that. So you can have fun.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
So now you're going to close, just so we can talk about this for a second again, so everybody knows. You're going to close about November 1st, but you will open for events.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And parties. You want to do a Thanksgiving dinner there, you want to do Christmas party, and like you were mentioning, you know, corporate events.
Absolutely.
This is a place to go. And I'm sure if people call in, I mean, we'll have the phone number at the end of the show.
Great.
But it's good for them to know where they can go.
Absolutely.
Now, what's happening with the college? Are they coming over more, the students? What's...
UNE is a hard network to tap into.
Yeah.
I obviously want a lot of the professors and teachers and parents
Right.
and things like that, but they're pretty well contracted with Sodexo as far as where they can go and when they can go and where they have to eat and stuff. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, so we do our best to just try and get whoever does come in, and we recognize that they're from UNE and
Yeah.
we acknowledge that. You know, we give everybody at UNE a 10% discount,
Oh, great, okay.
just to help get them in the door. And from there, we're really just trying to get word of mouth to get them to spread the word as much as possible. And
Word of mouth is the best advertisement.
yeah, that's the best way to go with UNE, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with all of this happening, your mom is going on vacation.
She is a well-deserved vacation for her. Yep.
Yes.
Is she going for a week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Whoa! She's going to go see your uncle, I think.
Yep, out in Yakima, Washington. She loves it out there. So, you know, if she's happy, then it's all that matters.
Okay.
She's earned it, that's for
Oh,
sure.
she has.
10 times over.
Absolutely.
So now, I mean, you have a great team from last year when we did our show up until now. It's been a lot of big changes,
There certainly has.
you know, and people need to hear this. People need to know where to go. Even City Hall, the corporate people in Biddeford.
Absolutely.
And we have a lot of restaurants, but to go out to Hills Beach to what you have to offer is really, really wonderful.
Yeah.
And, you know, all of you are working as a team, I think. Some of you haven't met yet. Some of you will meet. But I think you're right in the middle of all the action.
Yeah, I think so. And it's getting that time of year. As fall starts and summer ends, we're going to change the menu. It's going to be fantastic. Everything's going to, I think as far as the community goes, it's really going to tie into that as far as pricing goes and as far as, you know, everything's a little bit more, how do I word this, you know, hearty and homey in the fall time. And that's
Yeah.
like,
Comfort food.
comfort food is really, I think this menu is going to blow people away. And I'm super excited for this time of year to start making some more changes and seeing how people like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, this is a good track. I mean, we have you on the show once a year. I mean, you can come on more than once a year, but this is the time of year we really want to let people know what is out there for them.
Absolutely.
Buffleheads should be at the head of your list. That's kind of how I feel about it too. But no, really, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank
Thank you,
This is
honestly.
huge.
And I really think that whatever I can do, you want to come back on the show again to go and promote something else, we can do it.
Excellent.
We
Thank
don't
you.
have to just do once a year. We could do maybe twice or 3 times.
Absolutely.
But whatever you have an idea about, you want to let the people know, I'm across the street, call me, email me, and say, what time frame you have open, and we'll do it.
Perfect.
All right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I really
Josh,
appreciate
it's
it.
great. It's great to see you. Alex,
Thank you.
welcome to the team.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Chris, welcome to the team. And Jane, have a wonderful vacation. And we'll see you again soon. And I want to say to the audience, thank you for watching again. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you take an evening, go out to eat dinner, and experience what Hills Beach has to offer with its one amazing restaurant in there. So have a good evening, good day, good morning, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.